Now, software engineering is a layered approach. Let me give you a very naive example of what is layered thing. For example, let's say you eat burger. So you have the buns, bread you can say. Then you have some burger, means you have some say potato or ham inside this. Then you will have some layer of say tomatoes, cucumber, etc. Now these are the layering. Similarly, software engineering is a layered technology. So any engineering approach, as I said, it can be mechanical, civil, or any other. This all have a base. That is, they all rest on one thing: quality. So if you see these layers, these are 4 layers we are going to talk about in software engineering. The base is the quality. That is, you are making everything that has to have a focus related to quality, because you are going to give a quality product. You are making a quality product. Okay. If you go to Adidas or you go to a very general shop, you will see the difference, the stuff you take. So we have total quality management, Six Sigma, and many others we are going to talk when we will be discussing quality in detail. So these are different approaches which will make ascertain the quality. So whenever you make say a house, there will be bedrock, that is some rocks. So this bedrock that will support the house, in this case that will support the software engineering, is basically a quality. The quality can be only given when you have a strong quality. Focus will only come when you have a very strengthened bedrock, right? That is, you can rely and the customer can rely on your product. So above this quality, there is a second layer. This is the process layer. So when you put a bedrock, now you will lay the foundation of your house. This foundation is nothing but the process layer. So this process is, or process layer or process in software engineering, is a framework. So you just see this picture. Don't worry, we'll be discussing this in detail. But just now or right now, you just understand that this process is nothing but a framework and a glue, because there are so many technologies that are involved. So it will hold these technology layers together. It is like a glue, right? It will hold these together. Because why we are doing this? We want to give the software timely. That is, there is no open-ended software development. Say 1 year, say 2 years or 6 months. So this is how the process layer work. Again, coming to the software processes, that is this process layer, what does it do? Actually, this is a basis. This is a base. So the software process provides the basis, or it is a basis for various other activities. For example, the management control, because the process will govern the management control. What are the technical methods you are applying? Because there are different processes any software team can have. So what are the technical methods you are going to apply? Technical means you can have a framework, you can have a programming language, you can talk about the kind of document you want, and you have work product, because the models will come out, the documents you are going to make, the requirement document, the acceptance test document, the data, the reports, the forms, all these, the basis is software processes. And you can decide the milestone, because this is how management control will take place. That is, in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, what you are going to give or what you are achieving. And because of this only, you can ensure the quality at every moment, every time. And if certain changes are there, because change will come, so we will be able to manage properly these changes. Coming to the process and now going to method, because I'm talking about layer. Quality we have talked about, processes we have talked about, and now methods. So when we talk about software engineering methods, these are basically the technical how to build a software. That is, method you can have, oh, I will do this method. Say I will use the C#. Somebody says Python. I'm talking about programming language, but this programming language is going to work with what? With which hardware? With which different network devices? So this is the methods, technical how-tos, because ultimately you are building a software. For that you need technical aspect, the programming aspect, the software aspect. For example, methods can be communication, because you need to talk, the requirement analysis, the design, the program construction, which I talked about, Python or C#, whichever, then the testing and the support. So these are the methods. Which method, what kind of method you will choose, it depends on you. Now coming to the tools. See, so what all you are doing is a theory, but finally when you'll do it, you need some software. You might need, because requirement, design, implementation, verification, all these, and deployment, maintenance, this all will need some certain kinds of tools or software. So it can be automated. There are different tools, LDRA, and various companies are making. So this can be automated also. This can be semi-automated support also. And this is for what? These tools are basically for employing and implementing the processes and methods. So when these tools are integrated such that the output of one can be used as an input to the other. And these are all the systems which are supporting your software development only. That is what we call as CASE, computer aided software engineering. So this CASE is established. You see this integrated CASE. There are three activities which comes under uppercase: planning, analysis, design. Lowercase, that is computer aided software engineering. The lower one are implementation, testing, and maintenance. So all these, the tools will help you to do or employ.